Yeah, yeah.
but
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
no, we're good. But the next 2 days, it's just like I tell my other buddy, like when he says, he went over in his calorie deficit. I'm like, dude, it's not the end of the world. So I had to take
Yeah,
my own advice. I was like,
yeah.
man, just okay, because usually when I tell somebody when they're in the calorie deficit and they eat over a little bit, I was like, all right, how much you eat over? You ate over by 250. All right, well, if you're in a 1,700 calorie deficit, why don't you just drop it down to at least about 1450 for 2 days in a row? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it will
Mm-hmm.
balance it out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You got to understand this is not a 1 day thing, and you know what
Yeah.
I mean. It's a
No.
weekly average. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So the next following 2 days, I ate at 4,500 calories, and it just made life just hard.
Mm. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
made it up though, and
Mm-hmm.
it's still like how me and you talked about that day. It's just
Yeah.
it takes a little mental toll.
Yeah. 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 But I mean, you're still here, man. You have that energy. You have
Yeah.
that drive. Like I hear the determination, and you don't seem like you're burnt out, which is a good thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
no, it'd take a lot to burn me out.
Mm.
If anything, if that comes into place, I'll just take an actual full day rest mentally and physically
Yeah.
from fitness, and then hop back into it. Still
Mm-hmm.
stick to my intake though, but
Yeah.
just mentally, just leave it alone for a day.
Good, man. Good, good, good. And mentally as well, you've been okay. Everything's been good in regards to
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah,
Cool, cool,
everything's been
cool.
rolling.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what I want to hear. That's what I love to hear, man. Giselle, we have to check in on you. I know we just came from the live. Me and Giselle just got off a TikTok live. A fitness.
Oh,
Yeah, we did
nice.
we did like a live fitness interview on TikTok, and now we're back over on here. So Giselle, if you don't mind just catching up with you, even though you just kind of did that. But how is your week? How's everything going your week? Anything new, the good, the bad, the ugly?
My week's been good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my week.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my week.
Mm,
Just the usual training,
yeah.
posting content, recording content, editing content.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, it's just like the usual. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Good, good, good. So no downfalls or any hurdles you've had to kind of get over this week where it's kind of been like, ah,
No, no, not really. No.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. When you have a week like that where you can just, the week is good, and even if you did have anything that was a little bit of a hurdle, you still see that as good, or you still see the good in it. I think that's good too. So to hear, you growing in that aspect, I know you just came out with your programs. Let's I, I, on the live, man, today. Giselle, Giselle made she made these things recently, the programs, and I on the live today, man, I called them manuals, and she was like, and so I didn't want to screw it up now, so it's yeah, programs. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that too, Giselle.
No, no, you're fine. I was just saying because Chanel's confused because you kept saying manual. So I was trying to like,
Yeah, yeah, it was like
no,
it
you're
was like
fine.
it was like a literal like I guess in some sense they probably thought you were building a car or something. I was like, or a gym.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
was like, what? She was like, what?
So what are the manuals about?
mm. Ah,
Now, what are the programs about?
Uh, that's funny.
she like that's not funny. All right, no,
No, no, no, it's what's it called? No, I made these exercise programs that people can purchase on my website, so it's like they're like downloadable PDFs
yeah.
basically that have like
Right.
an exercise program. And yeah, it's just like stuff like that. Yeah.
Are you using yourself to like demonstrate the exercises, or
Yeah, yeah, I recorded videos, so I'm like explaining the form and like for all the
nice
exercises and like warm-ups, cool downs, like all that. Yeah.
explaining the rest periods?
Yeah, yeah, like just like every little thing they need to know, like
Yeah,
how long they need to rest, like stuff like
I
that.
think a lot of people get like are kind of like, okay, they're like, all right, here goes the exercise, cool, they hit it out, and they're like, they really don't know how long to rest.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, when you explain that to them, I think that helps tremendously with people and
Mm.
could actually boost up, actually make them hit more reps because
Mm.
they're probably not resting long enough. They need to be to let that muscle recover to hit it another 100% really hard,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
Exactly. A lot of people don't rest long enough. They rest for like a
Mm.
minute.
Yeah.
Mm. How
Yes.
long?
And then on the compound exercises, resting a minute is nowhere near where you need to be to actually do
Yeah.
some more barbell rows, some overhead
Yeah.
presses, some chest presses. It's like minutes.
Mm.
Yeah. It
Mm.
is
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
How long? How long should we be resting? Because I'm resting about a minute. So that's why I'm like, hold on. So yeah, can y'all like school me a little bit?
It depends, but usually for muscle growth, hypertrophy, 2 to 3 minutes. But again, it really depends on the intensity
Okay.
that
Okay.
the exercise has you at.
Yeah.
Like if you're using maximal intensity, you're probably gonna need like 5 minutes,
Mm.
not even two to
Okay.
three.
Wow.
And then usually for people that are really doing like serious like hypertrophy and strength can be kind of like together. But at
Mm.
the same time, if you're training like solely for like strength, you're only doing 1 to 3 reps.
Mm.
If it's that heavy, then yeah, more like for sure, like stay on like 5 minutes.
Mm. So if I'm doing, let's say, resistance bands, that's literally all I do. Would a minute be okay there, or is it still like no, at least 2 minutes?
Um, okay, so I forgot to mention too. So if you're doing like endurance stuff, then
Yeah.
that's where it's short.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's short, and it could be, yeah, it could be 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Okay.
It
Okay.
just depends. I mean, usually people will start at like 40 seconds and then try to lower it more and more
Mm.
to increase their endurance, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So are
Mm-hmm.
you doing endurance stuff or are you building muscle?
I would say it's a matter of building muscles. I do 10 sets of 10 sets, 10 reps, and I do that. I just cycle pretty much. I do full body, and I pretty much cycle um, after 10 sets, 10 reps for each body part, I would say. So it's not really, I guess you can call
10
that muscle.
sets?
Yeah, 10 sets, 10 reps. But the resistance band isn't,
My boy's killing it.
yeah, but the resistance band isn't that like with the resistance band, I use so they come in three different bands. You have like
Yeah, yeah.
the meat, and I use all three together. So but I've gotten used to it, and I've been doing that now for like over 2 years.
Okay.
So what
About
is
to
that?
say, like you are making gains though, my brother.
Oh yeah,
Because the
yeah, the
last time I
game,
seen you, yeah,
yeah,
the
the
last
game.
time I
That's
seen you,
why. That's why.
yeah, like even before, like the last, not the last video call we had, because
Mm.
prior to that, we haven't had a conversation in probably about a good 2 months.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when I jumped in that other conversation, we just jumped into it, and I meant to just tell you and congratulate you on it
Oh,
because
bro,
your body has changed a lot.
bro,
Like
bro.
you could tell the gains on there. And then when I seen that one video you made, and you see these bands, like three of
It
them,
was three of
and I
them.
was like,
Yeah,
yeah, and I was like, holy crap, he's making gains like that with those bands. I said, I
bro.
know, don't get me wrong, the bands are great. I love the bands
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just don't utilize them that way.
yeah,
But I was like, man, he is making some killer gains with just those bands,
yeah.
which is awesome. Which is awesome. What I
Mm-hmm.
meant to congratulate you on.
Bro, I appreciate that, man. I mean, that is just again, hearing that come from you, it's an honor because I
Yeah.
admire you. I admire what you're doing. Giselle, this guy, all right, he has definitely been a guy I've looked up to actually in a lot of instances in regards to nutrition and things. Like, what's going on, Marquita? How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Hey, we just pretty much
Hey.
catching up on the week with everybody, and Giselle and Art kind of already kind of started their week off, or at least stated how their week was. But I'm gonna get to you next. I'm just praising Art right quick, but yeah, you next. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just been a matter of consistency for me. I also added in 100 push-ups a day. So I didn't say that too. I'm doing that. I've started back doing 100 push-ups a day now. So I'm doing that as well. I think that kind of gave me a bigger swole because it kind of shocked my body back into like a new routine. So maybe that's kind of what you're seeing as well, So I'm trying to get all the
Mm-hmm.
videos and pictures I can while the swole's there. But
Yeah,
But at
you
the,
can even even increase it too. Like when
mm,
you're banging out like 20 push-ups in one sitting, and then you know what I mean, just throw on
mhm,
like a body weight vest, and then you know what I
mm,
mean, that'll give a little bit more resistance. And then
yes,
like even the same thing with man, because you could actually get a really good workout just with body weight. The body
bro.
weight is just
That's what I'm saying.
tremendously, you know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm saying. Yeah, yeah,
You can make killer gains like that.
yeah, yeah. And I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for that encouragement, man. Like you about to make me. I'm gonna take some videos as soon as I get off here. So thank you. Marquita, we got to come to you. How is the week? How are you doing? The good, the bad, the ugly. We want to hear it all. How are you?
I've been doing good. I haven't been in the, I didn't go to the gym
No, it's good. Yeah.
or any of that, but my week's been good. I just
Mhm.
got back from Chicago, so a 3 hour drive back from Chicago.
Mm.
Oh,
So
wow, my
Shout
goodness.
town, shout town.
Shot Town. I know, right? Wow. What brought you to Chicago, if you want me to ask?
the south side, but I know people on like the south side, west
Okay.
side. So I literally go everywhere in Chicago.
That's what's up, man. That's what's I did not know you had people in Shot. I feel like I have a few family members there, but you know, you gotta watch where you go in the Shot. You know, the shot can be the shy, or it can be the shy, you know.
Yeah, but that's like I guess that's what the visitors, the visitors are the ones that really just like want to pay attention and stuff. You're from there, you know where you're going. It's like
True. 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 I love that. I love
And
that.
then we got Trey. You're from Tennessee, right?
Yep. Tennessee.
And
Memphis.
then
Yep.
Miss Giselle, where are you from?
I'm from California, so I'm in California.
Cali in the house. And
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marquita, where are you from?
Chicago.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Okay. Well, I'm from Texas. I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see where everybody's from.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I
You're
love
from the
that.
country. I live in the country right now.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, but we don't be riding on no horses down here.
I love the accent.
But they do though. They do.
No,
She said,
I ain't gonna lie. No, we do.
"Oh, they do too." Okay.
We do. We
I'm
do.
about to say he do.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. We do.
Marquita told me how she pulled up to a grocery store and they instead of cars, they pulling up on horses. I'm like, what's going on down
Man,
here?
you should have seen it when them gas prices skyrocketed. Oh, people were riding them horses like it
It,
wasn't nothing, man. Yeah.
either their horses or their golf carts.
Yep. We love our golf carts. That is a fact.
What the heck? I heard somebody was riding dogs down there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
I don't know. I
I'm
don't know
playing.
if it's. I'm
I'm
about to say I don't
I'm
know
like
if
a
it's you know
dog.
me
I
those
don't think.
people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm
My
playing.
boy might have been tripping off a little something. You know what I mean? When they too healthy.
Right.
Don't get me
Nah.
wrong.
But
We
yeah,
do
no, I
have them
just
running.
popped in to say hey for a little bit because I'm in the middle of cooking.
Oh, okay,
The
okay,
drive
Oh,
okay.
to
what's on the
Chicago wore me out,
menu?
so I fell asleep. So I'm late cooking.
Yeah. No, you all good.
What's
So
on
you
the menu?
Huh?
What's on the menu?
Some chicken and this new recipe for Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts, but I'm trying to teach
ugh.
myself to like them. So I
Mm-mm.
tried different recipes with them. So now I'm doing a new recipe to see if that'll work.
Do like this. I like to tell people to like, all right, since you're trying something new, to chop it up in really little small pieces, and then like mix it with your protein. Like when you take a bite of your
Mm.
protein, scoop up the Brussels sprouts. Therefore, you can taste more of the protein than
That's
actually
good.
the
That's
Brussels
good.
sprout. Because see, what I have to do, like me, I do not like greens. I've never been a greens man. That's why
Mm.
I everything I do, I always have my amazing greens. Like I always
Mm.
Yeah.
drink. I like to drink them. But when I do have them in my meal, like broccoli, asparagus, carrots is okay. But even the cauliflower, I'll get it. I'll cook it all up. My vegetables, I'll set it aside. I'll get the
Mm.
spatula, chop it up real fine, and then mix it with my hamburger meat or mix it with any type of protein I'm eating, and then you don't even taste it.
I'm
Mm.
a big vegetable person. I love vegetables. I love cauliflower. I love broccoli. I love carrots. I love
Mm-hmm.
peas, string beans.
Yeah,
It's just something
The
about the
Brussels.
Brussels sprouts. I
Yeah.
just couldn't get
Mm-mm.
it's
Mm-mm.
yeah,
literally just something about the Brussels sprouts that just ain't getting it for me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Giselle,
Damn.
you like Brussels sprouts? Look how she looking. Like I like
yeah,
Brussels
yeah,
sprouts.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Honestly, I've never tried Brussels sprouts, so but I
Oh
hear
Really?
a
wow.
lot. Yeah, but I hear a lot of people don't like them. But I'm the
Mm.
same. Like with you, I like broccoli. I like carrots, asparagus.
Yes, when you
Mm.
get that tray and you get the wrench and it comes. Yes, I like.
All that stuff in it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
that
I
I
was just
think
Brussels.
like,
it's
nope.
because
Not that
like the main
Brussels.
reason why I don't like it is, well, I didn't like it because I wasn't raised on it.
Yeah,
Like I
absolutely,
was
absolutely.
never raised on it, and
Hmm.
like it moved over when I got into adulthood. I never eaten it,
Yeah.
and then but when I got into fitness, it was like a little bit different. Like I didn't lean on towards it, but once my calorie deficit got so low, it's like I needed more volume on my plate, and then
Mm.
vegetables were the way to go. So yeah, that I just barely got into it, and I just had to find life hacks on the vegetables and stuff like that. But like I said, the
Hmm.
amazing greens is the way to go.
Hmm.
Also, to get those nutrients in the body.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that. Love that tip, bro. The cutting up everything into small pieces and then mixing it with your that is a really great tip. Thank you for that.
Have, have
Yeah.
you tried that Bloom drink that they've been talking about on TikTok? It's
No,
for your grains and stuff, but it's called Bloom or something like that. They've been talking
Mm,
about.
I have to look into
You'll
it.
probably drink that. It look like the same bottle that you're already drinking.
Hmm. Yeah, I
mm,
have to take a look into it.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
with dry idea, I do that with my son because he hate any kind of vegetable actually. So I literally put it in the shredder and I like shred it into really small pieces. Like
Hmm.
his broccoli, he loves macaroni. So with his macaroni, I shred his broccoli real small and I put it in his
Mm,
macaroni. And he
Yeah.
that's
just think
good.
it's some kind of salt and pepper or something and he eats it.
That's beautiful. I love it. That shows how much of a mom you are. Seriously, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like you're
I'm
gonna
gonna grab
eat
my
it one
sweatshirt.
way or another.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And it's needed. It's needed. I think that at the end of the day, we have to steer our kids in the right direction, even though we wasn't steered in that way. We have to, in a sense, take control and allow them to realize that you can enjoy things, you can enjoy foods, you can enjoy vegetables. It's just a matter of catching them early or a matter of making it
Yeah.
better. Just making it better. You know what I'm saying? Trying different things, making it better. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're supposed to have one more guest in here. I think she's maybe running a little late or something like that, or just a little shy. So it's taking her a minute to join. But I definitely wanted to just start off with the topic and then a follow-up question that I think all of us can relate to. But the topic is fitness and the company you keep. So, going into the people that we're around, who we surround ourselves with, who do we associate ourselves with while we're on this journey, and then what good or bad effects they're having or can have on us while we're in this journey. Because I think a lot of people don't really consider the people they're around when they're on their fitness journey. And so when they fall off, if they're out and about or if they're, lounging around with people that aren't as fit, they don't even realize that they themselves are taking on those same tendencies. So let's go into you good. You good? All right, man. You good?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I thought he fell. I was like, bro.
yeah.
I
Well, you
guess
knocked
I'll
him.
answer your question because I am gonna hop out in around 7:30, probably a little early. But
Yeah.
all right, I did see you post this question in the group. But
Mm,
I think you have different friends are for different things.
mm,
You know how like you have them party friends, but you ain't gonna bring them party friends to that 5-star restaurant, you know? So
mm,
even if I got my friends that eat unhealthy, maybe those my out of town friends, my weekend friends, when we just
mm.
indulge in the junk food. But if we've been friends for a long time, something I'ma say gonna get you to be like, let me try to go to this gym with you. Maybe we could just walk or something. So I feel like the longer y'all are friends, the more you'll rub off on them or whatever.
Yeah, you did say that.
Either either maybe you guys are slow down on the going out to eat days and maybe be
Mm-hmm.
like, come on, let's just go outside to the park or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, you got them gym friends that you have that be like, come on, let's go to the gym 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
24/7, but don't know how to have fun outside of the gym. It's just always, or when you guys go out, it's I want a salad. It's like, bro, get you a burger and let's have some fun. Let's go.
Yep. Yep.
So it's all
you know.
about. I think you can have both. You can have those unhealthy friends, but you can have those motivated friends too. But I feel
Mm,
like you can rub off on both, both sides.
I love that. I love that. I love it. I
Yeah.
agree. I think that knowing who you're around, when you need to bring the certain type of people around you and where,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, where you need to go, not to go to, like you said, that 5-star with those who probably gonna cut up,
Yeah, the ones that's loud, yelling across the restaurant. Yeah, you ain't gonna
exactly.
take those.
You don't probably want to take out, no, I'll take them. I don't really care. But, I get it. Some people, yeah, it's like, man, you don't really, but, or we may just get kicked out if I do take them. So that's a whole nother thing. You got to be willing to come with the consequences.
Yeah.
But
The
I get
center
it.
of attention.
Yeah, the center of attention, all that stuff that comes with it. But I love that. I love that perspective. Anybody else, man, y'all could go as well. Just chiming in on, having that. How do people affect you both positively and negatively in terms of your fitness journey? And why is it important to keep certain people around you and not to keep certain people around you?
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I definitely agree with what she said. Like, there's different friends for different things. It really just depends on certain situations. Like, I feel like you don't have to cut like all the, unhealthy friends off. Like, it really depends. It varies. Obviously, if they're, hating on your fitness journey, then that's different, But if it's just like, they just kind of choose to like do their own thing, you do your own thing, like there's no need for all of that. But yeah, I definitely agree though too. There are a lot of times where I have kind of like rubbed off on people a little bit and they start working out, or yeah, just kind of give them like a little bit of inspiration. Like they kind of start getting curious, like, like what if I do start like going to the gym or working out at home, like just doing something like that, because like the benefits to it are endless. Like we've all established that, by now. So it's like they see it. They see the benefits that you reap, and I think they want the same for themselves.
Yeah, and as a girl, we do have them female friends that be like, I got a little stomach or whatever. How your stomach so flat?
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'm going to the gym with you, but as soon as they say they going to the gym with you and you stand on it and be like, come on, you coming to the gym? It's like,
yeah.
Are you really coming? Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one's answering the phone or the text, somehow you're getting blocked. The iPhone used to be blue and now it's green. It's what's going on with the text? I get
That's
it.
when you hear those crickets.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. And then they hit you back the next day going, I thought you texted me. Did you text me? I mean, now I text you. Like, it's like I didn't get it.
Yeah, man, stop it, bro.
Right.
Don't make me screenshot my message.
Right. They blaming you. Somehow you become the suspect. It's like, what are you talking about? So no, I love that. I love that perspective that you both just stated. And again, I think it's important to analyze who's around you. Before I go, or before I give my 2 cents. All right, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, like me, it was something different on my perspective, is
Okay.
because at the beginning of everything, I had to isolate myself. Like I didn't need the encouragement from people. Like I had my goals, and I knew what it was going to take to get to my goals. And there's a lot of my people who, like my family and then a couple of my friends, they nowhere near support. So what I did is, okay, well, it's time for me to isolate.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all can't help me grow, I'm not going to spend the time here. You know what I'm saying? So, me, it was a self journey. I did everything myself. I didn't need no motivation. I relied just on my discipline and everything. You know what I mean? It's like, even I tell people still to this day, I'm just not motivated enough. It's like, no, it's not the motivation, bro. You know what I mean? Like, give me that same motivation you got, man. How you stay motivated? It's like, man, it's not being motivated. I'm never motivated. You think I want to get up and do this shit? You know what I mean? It's like, I got a goal I got to get to. So I got to do this. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. The motivation will only get you so far, but at the end of the day, if you're not disciplined, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah,
you're not going to succeed. Like, it's like, how are you eating at that 1,700 calories? I found a way to make it work. It's just, there's just the stuff you got to do. And so when it comes to keeping people, like, I kept my circle small, very small. There's only 3 people in my circle, and 2 of them were at the gym.
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
there was the only two guys who would hit me up like, "Hey, Art, I need some help with these calories." I said, "Man, I got your back, bro." And those are the guys who I just sit there and talk to all the time. But we can't go to the gym together because we'll conversate and not get no
Conversate.
work done.
Yeah.
When we won't get no work
Yeah.
in. But yeah, I was on the different side. Like I had to keep my circle small.
Bro. Giselle actually mentioned this last time too, and that was discipline. Discipline over motivation. You know what I'm saying? That aspect of that's what you're pretty much saying.
Yeah. Like at the beginning, I didn't have no drive to want to do it, and then I didn't even know what I was actually. People was like, "Man, you're so disciplined." What the hell is discipline? You know what? Discipline is like, I didn't know it in the fitness term. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the fitness term, I did not know it. And they're like, you're sticking to your guns and, you're doing it day in and day out. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I am that then, I guess, Yeah, but just take it into the heart, though.
I
If you
love
got
it.
a goal, if you got a goal, man, you got to set them and smash them.
Bruh. And I think too, I had an entrepreneur that I follow very heavily. He posted a video like this the other day, but he asked the question, what is your why? And I actually want to ask that for you, Giselle, and you, Art. Giselle, maybe hopping back to you. What is your why? What keeps you doing this stuff every freaking day? Because it's tough. It's tough, but it's also fun. I get it. You have your fun, you have your enjoyment in it. But the days when you have to just pull on discipline, what is your why? Why does Giselle, when people are looking at your content, these TikTok, these glute workouts you doing and all, you just recently put all these things out and you putting all these videos out, all this content. Why? Why are you doing this?
It's just to better my health. I mean, it's like more than aesthetics doesn't keep me going, like, I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't part of it. Like, of course, part of it is to, have a certain like physique, but at the same time, like that's not the sole reason, purpose for it, It's just, it's literally health. Like, it's what it is. I like to take care of myself. I like to nourish my body.
Sorry.
No, you good.
Like I have one body, one temple. Like I need to take care of it. Like, I'm not gonna take it for granted. Like my heart is pumping every single second. One of my professors one time brought that up in class. It was for exercise physiology, and he was talking about that. Like, you guys, your heart is pumping every second on the hour while you're sleeping. Like every second.
That's so
Like
true.
your
You think
body
about that,
so like the body is so amazing.
It's true.
And it's like, I just don't, me personally, I just don't understand how people can refuse to like take care of themselves. Like,
Facts.
I'm not saying, because there are some people that just don't know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who like refuse.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like that, I'm like, I simply don't understand it.
Yeah. I get that. I
think that's like just what keeps me going, because I mean, I hate to say it, but one day I'm gonna be freaking 60 years old. I'm not gonna look like this, so I'm not gonna look like this anymore. But like, it can't be just for that, because I'm gonna be old one day. So it's not just for that, it's just to make my life easier.
Dang, that was beautiful, man. What book you got? What book you get that out of? Look. She said that. That's perfect, man.
Nah, it was.
It was
nice.
Thank you.
Marquita, we got to come to you. Ladies first.
Wait, what was the? I wasn't.
No. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna catch you up. In terms of your why, because again, we were talking about discipline, motivation, and how a lot of times you don't have motivation. Like a lot of times it's literally like, I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like cooking, doing what you're doing right now, the Brussels sprouts. Things like, I ain't eating no Brussels sprouts.
And they're actually really good. I was just about to say that the recipe is actually really good.
Well, you did what Art said. You did what Art said. You cut it up, didn't you?
No, I did. I actually roasted them in the oven and added some garlic butter.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You ain't say you did that. Now I know. Yeah. You ain't say you did. I know Brussels sprouts, but I don't. Yeah, the roasting and the garlic butter. Oh, that sounds all right. Okay, I make them over. Hey, you may have to leave the dough crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that sounds good. But again, going back to that, you do what you do. in regards to cooking and things of that nature. But what is your why? Like, why are you doing this? Why does Marquita do all that? She did cooking and butter, all this. Like, why are you roasting and all this stuff? Why are you doing this? Trying to eat healthy.
One, I love to cook and I know how to cook.
Hey, man.
Roasting. I try to do more of roasting and baking or the air fryer to take away a lot of the grease. I still use grease, but not as much or whatever. It's just you find out how unhealthy it is, like getting into the gym and learning how things work, how stuff impacts your body. You see all of the stuff, the grease and stuff like that. And then my son, I prefer him not to have so much grease, so I literally try to throw everything in the air fryer or the oven.
True.
And fitness, why did I get into fitness? At first, like I told you, at first it was to I wanted to get a breast reduction or whatever, so I had to get down to the right size to get that surgery. But then I just fell in love with the gym. So it's like, I'll be pissed off. I want to go to the gym. I want to be left on. I'm going to the gym. I got free time. I'm going to the gym. So it started off as getting to a goal and then just falling in love with it.